Is very noisy.
All right,
He
gentlemen.
makes dad sounds.
That is true.
He's
That
like
is
the
true.
Family Guy episode where you see what's his name, the father. He's
Peter.
Peter Peter Griffin. He makes all these sounds.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's based on reality, right?
No, but you know
So-
one thing he does that I noticed last week
Uh-oh.
What?
is the what's the
The
word?
reading?
No, the what do you do?
Huh?
Oh yeah, that.
You also do it. You do it
He has
all
a
the
tick.
time.
Am I right?
Oh, I know. I am very aware.
I
I do
do
it.
that.
You do that all the time. You see this
Nah,
this
nah.
show.
See, no,
No, it's
I know
you.
I do it.
It's you.
There you go. While he dies away.
This is the smoking the cigar. This is what I'll do, kids. Don't smoke cigars.
All right. So during this podcast, every single time you'll do that weird breathing thing, I'll just stop talking.
I
And
don't
just
do
point back to you. Okay.
You do it.
Okay. Sure.
You do it.
Sure.
Oh,
You want to take the call live?
I should,
You should. Who is it?
but I don't know
Go
who it is, so I don't want to.
Oh, go close him on the spot.
No, but if it's someone,
Do it. Worst case, you. Worst case,
You hang up.
Hello. It's
您好，您有一则信息。
Close it. Close him.
it's a scam. It's a Fido call. This is so cool. You see, I get these calls maybe once a day.
Yeah.
It's a pre-recorded message. One of the things that we have as a service is this, but done in a more more
ethical way.
approachable Yeah, yeah. It's called voicemail dropping.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, but that right there was a robocall.
That's these are illegal.
Yeah.
I used to have a machine back 20 years
Should
ago.
you say that on live?
No, back then it was legal. So it was they were called automatic dialers, and that's what happened. You
You can go back
pre-recorded.
to him 20 years ago. If it was, I think it's 7 years.
There's prescription. I'm okay, but I used to use that, and it works. So there you go.
There you go. So what are we talking about today?
We're talking about the most boring subject Etienne could think of, which is human resources management.
You see, you don't understand the value of that.
I
But
don't understand much, but it's still boring.
no, it's not that.
So
It's that we have a division at Miller Group. It's called Business Plus that I made up
boring.
last week.
Oh, but that's exciting though.
Business Plus. I think I love it's my wife who came up with the.
Yeah, I remember.
Don't you find it sexy?
It is good.
Business Plus, Mike.
Affaire plus.
No, no.
Fire plus.
It sounds like the extra leg space you get on the plane.
The what?
The extra leg space you get on the plane.
There you go.
Business
First
plus.
class, you do not understand because he doesn't
He
understand
flies
first
private.
flight. He
Exactly. He's
understand-
like
doesn't understand
extra.
first class.
I have the whole plane. I don't need extra.
No, it's a new division. It's about offering services for team leaders, whoever needs to do hiring of team members, payroll of administrative staff that they have. Because keep in mind, it's complicated
Any
to do
employee,
payrolls.
any
Yeah,
employees.
so we have all that set up. We have we do recruitment. We go hire team members based on what the team leader is looking. We go do recruitment of administrative personnel, marketing personnel for team leads that are looking. So we can save you all this time. If you're a team leader, you can save all that time. You don't have to go through all that process. It's extremely time consuming. Jeff, you do it. I mean, that's how it came about.
It takes a lot of time. Well, everything we do, ultimately, it comes back to what we're doing for our business. We realize that
Yeah.
it's exactly what any broker should be doing.
I mean, it's hours, Gabriel. You go and interview. You got to schedule the call for
They
the first
don't come
interview. They don't
in.
show up.
You
You
wait.
schedule-
You wait till 8 p.m. and
Yeah.
they don't show up, or they show up half
People
an
think
hour late.
people think you're joking. That's exactly what
no,
happened like
it's
3
real.
times last week.
Well,
I'm at
that's
the
new
office until
reality.
8, 9 p.m. waiting. They show up 45 minutes late and they're just, hi.
Well, who's the worst? You waiting 45 minutes for an interview?
Yeah.
Like you're still conducting the
Or
interview.
even or the worst is that they show no guilt or no apparent.
I wouldn't wait it. I
Yeah.
would have just texted the person and say, "You just lost your opportunity."
When you came for your interview, were you on time or were you ahead of time or were you like
way ahead.
2-3 minutes before? You see, when I do an interview, good thing I don't do them as much
Yeah,
anymore.
10
But
minutes minimum, 10, 15 minutes. Right?
if I used to track like the time, if they were like
Yeah.
5 minutes before, I'd be like, really sorry, we won't be able to hire you.
Well,
I
that's the
just-
conversation we ended up having, right? The person showed up very late. I still did it out of courtesy because they drove all the
See,
way
I
here.
wouldn't have done the courtesy.
I
thing.
understand, but that's why I do that, so
No, but
we
it's a
don't
waste
get
of time.
sued.
It's a waste of time. They're not.
No, I
they're
get
not
it.
showing up for the interview for a job on ahead of time. There's no way in 3 months, Mike, once they're in the role, that they're going to be showing up to be ready to start. You get what I'm saying?
But things happen, no?
No, things don't happen. Not for a
Things
job.
happen.
If you're going for a job,
So many things can happen.
no, not me. Nothing's gonna happen for me.
Oh,
I'm gonna-
I can tell
The
you so
night
many
before-
opportunities where you were supposed to be there at a certain time and you didn't manage to be there because
For a job
things
interview,
happen.
for a job interview.
No, but for business reasons.
So if I'm going for a job interview or something super important, the night before I'm folding my underwear like this because this is what I do, and I have my
That's very
socks.
strange.
My everything's gonna be pre-planned. What am I gonna wear tomorrow? What am I gonna eat? I'm gonna pre-cooked
that-
food,
that
and
same morning you don't have to think about it.
I gotta be ready.
Yeah, but you know, high school trained you a lot for that too.
Oh, look at him. He's going back to high school.
High school.
He
Remember
wants to-
30 years ago?
No, but you're right.
Remember
You're
50
right
years
because
ago?
that by when we went to school, we were in a boarding school. We were young. We had to make our own meals. We had to dress up. We had to be like there was
Make your
no.
own meals.
Yeah. I used to eat in my room. Did
Yeah.
you do that? You went
Yeah.
to the cafeteria.
No, you ate in the room.
I had my little setup with my little toaster and my peanut butter and
You had your clothes, you had everything. Your shoes
yeah,
were
the
shiny.
tie, the whole thing.
I had the chauffeur.
That's what I was going to say. You're talking to Monsieur Brebeuf here.
That's right.
The meals twice a
No, no.
day.
Where we went
My
to school was
steak
like
is not
military.
cooked properly. I'm sorry.
No, I put
Oh, there you go.
It was military grade. This is what formed me
Okay, good for you.
to be what
So-
I am today.
now
We have Sam Samantha, one of our members here, that's saying welcome back. It's in. She
Thank
probably
you.
doesn't mean it, but she then.
Well, I was never away.
No, he was
no,
the-
but you weren't there physically. You were more in our phase than ever, though. I must say, even though you weren't there,
It's beautiful.
it
It was
was
your spirit.
intense. Yeah, that's one way of saying it. She's saying though, when we were talking about interviews and showing
Yes.
up late, tell me your take on this. She's saying if something is to happen, call first as soon as you know. So basically, if
Yeah.
if
You
I
have to
show
be-
up
you
for an
have to
interview
control
with
the
you,
narrative.
no, I get that, but I call you and I say, "Oh, I'm gonna be 15 minutes late." Right?
Yeah.
You still hire me?
No.
There you go.
But I'm gonna still when I hang up,
know
I'm gonna
how
be
many-
like, oh well, that's good of him to have called. At least
I can leave.
I wish him all the best. But then I'm gonna forget about no, for a job interview, there's no way. For a regular appointment,
Yeah, I get that.
But
if it happens once, if it happens twice,
okay.
No, because
But
for
what's happening now, I noticed that a lot of new generation people right now with the climate that we're in,
Yeah.
they have so many options that
yeah, but this is a temporary thing. I pity those people
Is
that
it
are
really
like, oh,
it's not temporary.
we got full control. Yeah, you do right now.
It's not temporary.
Oh
it's here to
God,
stay.
come on, why?
It's here
How?
to stay.
How? How's that possible?
It's here to stay.
You need a job. You're an employee.
Yes.
The power will always be with the employer.
Nope.
not anymore.
Extract this little thingy
Nope.
and put it up there. Freeze it in
You know
time.
how many years it will take for it to come back to employers?
It won't be that long.
Oh yeah, it will be very long.
Like the real estate market.
We're just at the beginning.
No,
Yes.
no. Already it's switching.
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's like the real estate market. Everybody was like, "Oh, this is it. This is it. This is how it's going to be forever." Look, we're done already. There's no more multiple offers. Prices are going down. It's now the reality. It didn't last that long. These are little extraordinary events in life. But if you go back in history, forever and ever,
it's always going to go up.
you're an employee. You take advantage of what's going on right now because it's not going to last.
All right, gentlemen, we have a few questions coming in, but first we'll just take a look at our Crown video. So Mala Group.
But wait, before you start the Crown video thing, because we always just send it off. to the Crown video.
that's what I don't miss. The
No.
whole last week I could run the show,
No,
and it was
No,
my
no,
show.
no,
I
no.
could
We got
host
to
it.
talk about the
Now I
Crown.
get cut off every
The
5
Crown
seconds.
thing is a great opportunity for brokers, not just to bring buyers and do nothing, just send the name because it's extremely well located I mean, you grew up in that area, did you not?
Nancy, yes.
It's fantastic. No, but especially where that project is being built. But I was looking at it to buy as an investment. Mike, we looked at the numbers.
Yeah.
You buy what is it? A studio for 325, I think it was.
It's not a studio. It's a
one
one bedroom.
One bedroom, 325 ish. We'll get the prices. I don't know what. I mean, it says on the
325,
video.
yeah. 324, 900.
You can your mortgage will come around 1400.
Yeah.
1500.
And you can rent in that area easy, like a crappy thing for 1800. So it's a no-brainer. This is brand new, super located.
Yep.
Transportation, everything's there. So
Marché Central, Rockland, Laval. You're right.
you got to
you're
look
on the
into it.
island.
If
You're
those
on the
that-
island.
Costco.
Costco,
Yeah.
walking distance from Costco. Obviously, you'll
Well,
take your
that
car.
convinces me. Costco is
I
the
mean, you're
deal
not
breaker.
taking a backpack for Costco.
No,
run.
but brokers that are making money don't know what to do with it. Reinvest, buy these kinds of things. There's nothing to do, no maintenance, nothing, and you just rent it out. It's a no-brainer.
It
Anyways,
is.
so let's run that video, but it doesn't say anything. That's why I have to explain.
Okay, so we'll be back with you in a few minutes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jeff was saying he's considering buying a couple units with
Yeah,
this, but
exactly.
I
With my
think I'm
brother-
gonna
with my
jump
brothers.
on one too because before the prices
Yeah,
go high.
we're running the numbers. We're looking at them and talking to the banks just to how to make it happen.
Take the variable rate. We have a mortgage cabinet, so we know about financing and what the best options are. The variable is still in my opinion, what I would go for. Mike, it's not gonna go sky high, and
Nope. And even if it goes, because we were talking about it last week.
no, but
even
how
if
fast can
goes,
it go up? I mean,
It's gonna go up maybe for a year, for 2,
Yeah,
3
point
years.
two,
But when you look
point
at it
five.
on 5 years, you look at it on the variable is long
That's right.
term. So you look at it on 5 years or 6 years. You take that average, even though it goes up to 5%, doesn't matter. Your average will still
Well, the
beat
fix- the
whatever is
fix is at
happening
4
now.
right now. So
There
I
you
mean,
go.
and
So
what happens to
you're
your
already winning.
construction when you buy it off the plan? We were talking about this. It's gonna go up as soon as it's up. The building's up. The value already goes up.
Yeah,
You can
it goes
flip
up
it back
right
if you
away, yeah.
want it.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna lose, even if the rate goes up and the prices are gonna go up as soon as
They
it
will.
starts. That the floors are being built already. I think the first 5 are already poured and everything. We're gonna be back there soon, so we can take some more videos and show you what it looks
Absolutely.
like. Gabriel,
Can I talk? Yeah.
Go for
We're
it.
Okay.
Go for
Yeah.
it.
You sure?
you gotta interrupt, man. You gotta raise your hand.
So I have to be you, basically.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
Take your spot, baby.
All right. So it's actually
Oh
a very.
my gosh.
So we have Samantha here that just before we play the video, because we were talking about the location and so on, she's saying she actually drove by. She said that it's actually a very great area. I
There you go.
drove by the other day. It's very exciting.
Get one.
So,
Buy
yeah.
one. Buy one now.
Yeah.
If you're interested, call us, DM us, text us. Go. You got to go through us though. It's not about the commission or anything. We have a special arrangement. It's only exclusive to us. So
Mhm.
get the info.
100%. She also says she also agrees with our previous point. Variable rate is always a great option, and coming from banking, I have to agree with that too. You'll always get a lower rate, short and long term, on variable. So I don't know where that preconception came of. Oh my god, variable! No, of course not.
What
it's
if
the way to go?
Like when the interest rates were lower in the middle of the pandemic, even the fixed rate was down to like 2.25.
Yeah,
So
and I
people-
got it at
so-
1.2.
Yeah, so people would have said, yeah, but if people would have taken the 2.25, they would have closed it for like 5 years.
Yeah, so
Then it would have been okay. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
but
it's
once
the
again,
gap, it's the
yeah.
gap between both right now. It's too wide.
Yeah, but as it said,
It's
these,
so
these are
wide.
very short moments in time with like right crazy events that make those rates happen, and they never last. So yeah, if you're lucky enough in those 2 months, 3 months that you were able to get a new
to
mortgage
lock
and
it
lock
in,
it in,
yeah.
sure. But after that,
I have
variable
an
is fine.
idea.
Shoot.
For those that want to buy one for themselves, but they're concerned about the renting it and all that, we'll manage it for you.
Yes.
We'll do the actual property management.
Do
What
it.
about that?
Done deal.
We're already doing it. So
It's true.
We'll find the tenant. We'll worry about running it, managing it. You don't have to do nothing. Can we do a fund? Let's start a fund. Let's do a fund. Let's think
Alright.
about that. Let's put it on the list, Stephen. I know you're keeping notes and you're all into the subject. We're going to do a fund. And so we're going to pool everybody's money to buy as many units as we can. Is that legal?
Yeah, there's limitations.
Yeah,
to
We'll
it.
find
So
out. We'll
we'll-
find out.
So we'll get back to you.
Take over the market.
Well, it's an idea. It starts with a
No, but
concept.
we can start a company en commandite, which I
I'm trying
forget
to do
the,
crowdfunding.
and yeah.
I like that. I like that. All right.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So the questions that came in right before the video were more back on the interviews. We were talking about not showing up and
Yep.
how it affected my livelihood and stuff like that. So we have here, somebody asks, how many interviews does it typically take to know that the person would be a good fit? From Eddie.
For me, 5-minute
Sure.
conversation.
Really?
3 questions.
So why am I
know
here?
that-
It's-
well, because it frees me up in time. Hey, have you found that? Do you feel that since you started doing the interviews or taking care of the hiring, that you eat more or
Yes.
drink more?
I probably gained like 12 pounds.
It's stressful.
Yeah, I'm an alcoholic. So it's horrible.
Well,
but
that
no,
was
it's true.
before-
It's very,
before-
very stressful. No. But you know what? It's true. The second the interview process started, and I see like what's out there and how people feel about having
It's
a job,
depressing.
and it's
Depressing.
very depressing. It's very depressing to see what we're at, and that they feel they have all the control, and because there's a short.
You know, it was there was this amazing talent. I think I told you guys about this. She's great at, well, not great. She's a good marketer, not great, but she's a good marketer. She has a head on her shoulders.
In your opinion.
And in my opinion, but I mean, we worked on multiple projects
Okay.
together. So, and I was thinking of her at one point. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I know she was doing some stuff. So I reached out, and the first thing she said, well, this is my list. And she came up with her list of tack. This is what I want. And right away, I was like, okay, this is the reality, because that list was so exhausting.
But is that the right way of approaching a job? Instead of looking at, well, where are they trying to go? How could I participate and grow and be part
But
of that growth and that
how do you
building?
conduct that mentality? You can't, because right now the options are so.
There's no right way or wrong way. It's just what the majority is going to do.
That's
and
it.
You have to live with it and adapt.
What?
You have to live in it.
You're saying that the majority are right.
no, I'm saying
and
that
you
the
should
majority of
follow the
people-
masses,
No, that's not what I'm
the
saying.
majority
What I'm saying is
mindset.
that the majority of people that are going to approach you with that, then you're going to have to adjust and work with what you.
I know,
have
but how
access to.
sad is that though? When you, because this person, if she would have taken the time to come and meet with us
Yes.
and to understand, instead of saying, well, this is what I want and the hell with everybody. You see, this is the approach that we have also in real estate. We meet anybody. Doesn't matter if we know you, we don't know you, you sell $1 billion, you never sell nothing. You come and meet and let's discuss and let's get to know each other, because we don't know what the future holds. So that mindset is wrong, in my opinion. Wrong in the
But
sense
now we're
that,
talking about changing mindsets of people.
no, I'm
And
saying that we humans should not have that mindset. It should
Right.
be, oh, there's an opportunity. Let me go meet the gang and the crew and the
But
who.
what I
and the-"
mean is that people have that mindset of what is it for me?
Wrong.
I know. So what I'm saying is,
No,
we
you're
have
wrong.
to- we kind of have to change the mindset.
Yeah, well, no,
That's what I mean.
think that they just have to be self-conscious as to see and open their eyes to better opportunities. You jumped on this opportunity, Mike, which pays you nothing, but you decided, well, wait, it's not about that. It's about the what are we going to do together. Gabriel, same thing. Jeff, same thing. Am I right?
I'm still kind of questioning myself.
Jury's still out. It's not-
Yeah.
but,
So that's what I have to say about that. Sorry, I think we had a question and we never answered it.
I'm used to it.
Or a
But
comment. Did we?
I can't remember.
yeah, how many interviews? Oh yeah,
Ah.
and then you said 5 minutes. How about a normal interviewer like Jeff?
Myself, I think two. I think
interviews?
Yeah, after the second interview.
again-
But can
have
you
them.
afford two
Again.
right now? It's too slow our process. You know, I was telling you the other day or today.
Yeah.
Like it's too long. It's like you do the first, let's book right away. It's got to be go.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You have a phone interview and they have an interview in person.
Yeah, that's what I think. It has to be.
But now,
phone and
not
talk.
next week or
No,
it's too slow. You got to change it up.
I gotta change it up.
No, because you make the appointment like for next week. Why? Like if
Because
the
that's when they
interview
say
goes
they're-
well,
they're-
can you be here in
that's when
3
they're
hours?
available.
If they're not, if
Go
they're
get
not-
it.
Okay, but are you saying
It's funny
if they,
because I actually spoke to a couple of these people as well, and I'm like, "So, would you like to come tomorrow?" No, I'm busy this week.
Okay.
Next week.
So let me go to you. Where do you live? Let's go. You have lunch. You work. Let's go meet for lunch. Let's go do that. I'll come to you. Like what we said, Mike, about the getting the contract signed. Why are we getting? Go get the business.
You're gonna get so many scandals. I'll show up
but
at your
put it
house,
this way.
bottle of wine.
Put it
It's
this
all
way.
good.
It was an interview in between a full day. So what you're saying is that if you have a full day next day, you're gonna cut part of the day to go all the way to LaSalle or Chateauguay to go meet with a person that can potentially not be good enough. Because for me,
Well, you
if
did
you're
the
not
phone
willing-
interview.
If
You
you really
said.
want this job, then you should
No,
be able to
man,
move
it's
and come
upside
get it.
down. That's what Jeff was
No,
saying. Now
that's
the
that's the
table
market
has
now.
turned.
I get it.
Now it's us. We got to go get.
That's
Not
fine.
we, so because they're not going to come to you. It's whoever's going to go be more
Yeah, but
proactive that's
what
going to get the business.
difference is when because you said, well, if you take the phone call, but the phone call is a 15-minute conversation. The when you do decide to go meet them for a coffee or for lunch or
Yes.
whatsoever, it's 2 hour. It's a 2 hour process.
No,
It's an
no,
hour
no.
and a
What are you
half
talking
process.
about?
Of course, because
Here-
it's
here-
You gotta
you-
calculate the travel.
No,
You-
but you
you-
guys
just
are
to travel,
yes because
listen.
you want to do it between the 9 to 5 hours. What I would do is say, look, you start at 9 o'clock, Johnny. Let me go let's grab a coffee. Where do you work? You work there? There's a little cafe there. Let's go there a half an hour. It's muffins on me, bagels on me. We'll do a quick chit chat. And why would he say no to that? But it's because we're lazy and
Personally,
we don't want to take
my,
the
my,
time
my
to.
opinion is that a person that's interested is going to show that
No,
they're shit.
Mike.
You know, remember last week
yes.
we had somebody that came in the day before she came. She brought in her CV. The day after she came to do a follow up to find out if anybody would look to her CV because she wanted to get an interview. You know what I mean?
Look.
She was proactive. So a person like that, you're more keen to say, hey, you know what? Maybe they might actually be
Yeah,
interested. in
but
doing
sometimes
the
you
job.
gotta go get the business. You gotta go get the what you want. My wife, I had to go get her. She didn't come to me. Like
Yeah,
the,
but-
the deals that come to you are usually
Snatch.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Come
let me
here.
ask you this.
No, I gotta be
Somebody-
proactive.
Okay, somebody's going for a full-time job, and you're going to tell me you're too busy
I'm turning the
to
camera.
come see me for
Yeah,
a whole
right.
week?
Oh,
You're
wait,
looking
I
for a
got
full-
distracted.
You're looking for a full-time job. You're coming to work, and I'm going to say, okay, why don't we meet tomorrow? And you tell me I'm busy this week, but you're looking for a full-time job. Does it make any sense?
Yeah, but
Well,
you know
how-
why that person is saying I'm busy this week is
Probably
because
'cause
that
they gotta-
person is conducting 3, 4,
Yeah.
5,
Or
6
other-
interviews.
yeah.
So go get the
Exactly.
business.
This takes.
Well, I'll come to you. Let's go for coffee tomorrow. I'll bring you some donuts, whatever the hell it is that you like. Are you healthy? Do you like fat shit? Let's do it. You want the grease or you want the healthy? I'm in.
You got the
Your
cheese.
coffee, your tea. What are you?
Want the fried chicken?
Well, go for a run. Are you into sports? Let's do it. Whatever it takes, but go get
Kills
the
them.
business. What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong. You're always right.
I'm not
So,
always right.
no,
we have
he's
to go
not.
get the business.
But
Go get the
Personally,
business.
I agree with you in a sense when it comes to maybe
Be more creative.
getting other business and be more
Mike,
creative in that sense.
you go get
But
stuff
for an
done.
administrative job where I expect you to come every
Ah.
single day, I don't see myself spending 4 hours through
It's
traffic
not 4
to go sit
hours.
down somewhere and then finally go, that person is no good. You know what I mean?
You
When
got it.
when you can
So
pile up-
let's do
No, but
this,
you can
Mike.
pile
Start
up-
at least. You
can
start
pile
at
up
least for
5
a
interviews.
conversation.
So let's do what we're doing. Let's just wait.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
It's not
If
our
you can-
fault
you
if
can
the
pile
business is
if
not
you can
growing.
pile up 5
Oh, well.
interviews in 2 hours in the same place, I get it.
Instead of deciding I'm fixing the problem, whatever the hell it takes, I'm going and doing it. We say, well, we've got the ads going and we're waiting, and they changed their mind, or these are excuses.
All right.
is
So
what
you
I'm
told me
trying
to cut you off, so I'll cut
Cut
you
me
off
off,
because
cut
we
me
have
off.
1 minute left and we have one more comment from Maria. So I don't want you to look bad. Well, maybe I do. But she now says here, I think the problem of today is when a person is looking for a job, they are mostly looking for what this position has to offer them and not the other way around, which pretty much
So imagine
summarizes
if you
what we were
showed
saying,
up
right?
and you went and you met them and how all happy and special they
But
would feel.
they're
No
gonna have a-
employer's going to do
Nah.
that. No regular Joe Schmo. You
True.
wouldn't have done it.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't have thought about that, and it's like out of your realm of reality. But I would go and do it.
All right, we're gonna have a quick talk.
No, what do you mean?
We're gonna have to discuss.
But why go through the traditional stuff? We gotta go. We're gonna get.
That's why I was saying 1 minute.
All right.
So on this point, me and Etienne, we're gonna have a nice private conversation. Thank you all, and
I'm
we will.
filming this.
Oh, you should.